Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, one of the things that I've noticed, and I try to fish as often as I can with my buddy Rust, because we both love to go out and pike fish. We both love that no matter what we catch, we're going to be happy. But one of the things that I've noticed is that some days I have the hot hand. Some days I'm catching so many more fish than Rust does, and wait, there's more. Because other days, it's just the opposite. He's catching far more than me. And, you know, as I think about this, I try to wonder, okay, why is it? Why is it that things can change so much and that one of us can do things and we're doing it so differently? There's where the key is. Russ tends to throw his lure out, reel it back fast and steady, and not bother with all the other finalia things that I do. In opposition to that, I just naturally tend to jig my lures. I'll throw anything. It doesn't matter. Even things that aren't meant to be jigged, I'll throw out and I'll vary the retrieve and I'll jig the rod tip. I guess it just comes from a lifetime of habit. And so my lure is coming in at a different speed, and it's also probably coming in at different depths. And rather than swim steadily, like a healthy fish would swim, mine is darting and diving and looking like a sick bait fish. Well, sometimes that seems to work wonderfully, and other times Rust's way works better. So what does it tell us? I think it tells us that the fish will teach us what to do. Every time we go out, we got to be aware of the different things that we do and whether those things work or don't work, and not be stuck on the same. You know, and here's where it really gets interesting. I need to be open-minded enough. If I see Rust bringing his lure in steadily and catching more fish than me, then you know what? I ought to change what I'm doing, and I ought to start doing the same thing, at least for those moments while those fish are reacting that way. I think this is a real important point. And I guess what it really boils down to is that for every lure out there, there's a lot of different ways you can make it look, and those different ways can make that lure one of the most versatile things you can ever fish if you experiment and try different techniques. Most of these lures will catch fish. We just have to find out how to make that happen. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.